Hi everyone, it's Joseph Valente here and we are back with another episode of Trade Mastermind Trade Secrets. Wow, what a month it's been. We're just coming off the back of a record-breaking April where we achieved 1 million in revenue at Trade Mastermind, and we ended the month with a fantastic day. A day where our team got together, where we celebrated. We got to share the journey, the goals, the ambitions of not just what we'd done in April, but what the future of the business looks like. We're on a big hiring mission right now. We've got about 40 staff. We're bringing in new senior managers, and we're really leveling up the game here. I'm so proud of what we've been able to achieve at Trade Mastermind, and I'm excited to just do more, grow, add more value to the marketplace, and improve our products and services for our customers. Just come out of a meeting that was to talk about Trade Mastermind podcast. And in the meeting, I was sat with Izzy and I was sat with Avi, and we were saying, right, well, the Trade Mastermind podcast channel is growing well. It's doing really well on audio. And we also are building out our YouTube. So, audio is on the Spotify and the Apple podcasts, and this video, if you're watching it right now, will be on YouTube. And we were talking about how do we promote both, and we were also talking about the content, and we were talking about the show format, and we were saying, what are we really passionate about? What do we like to do? Well, Unfinished Business is something that we're super passionate about. The format is incredible, and it's given the team members here an opportunity to really get involved, do something unique, different. Never, will there be an opportunity like this anywhere else in the UK, because no one's running a documentary while, building a company. And so it's pretty special, and many people want to get involved. They want to be part of it. I see so many team members that enjoy being on camera. And, it's doing great things. So we came up with an idea and we said, why don't we do a spin-off? Why don't we do the Trade Mastermind show, which isn't just about Joseph and all of his different ventures, because that's kind of what Unfinished Business is. And I know the core of it's TM, but it's not the TM show. And so we thought, well, if we create a spin-off and call it the Trade Mastermind show, or the Trade Mastermind, or Trade Mastermind The Office, we could almost build like a replica format of The Office, the hit TV show, The Office, and not make it a comedy, but make it entertaining, but bring the business to life, showcase who we are, what we do, and the amazing talent and people that we've got behind the scenes. And it will feature less of me, and more of the team and our customers. And so what a great way to build community. And we want to bring our customers in, and we want to bring our team in. But I'm excited to get, that as a real new type of piece of, in the social media world, it's hard to be cutting edge when there are so many great content creators. And I remember looking back a couple of years ago, sitting with Izzy, and I remember saying to him back then, we need an edge, we need an angle, we need something different. I said, how do we get to be the unicorn of the content game? Because that's what I like to do. If I'm doing something, I like to do something that nobody else is doing. I want to be the trendsetter. I don't want to be the follower. And I think we're going to set a real trend here. And I know this is going to be a TV show. It will get picked up down the line. Trade Mastermind, The Office is coming soon. So take a look out for that one. Now, I'm doing a lot of product redevelopment at the moment. Our academies are fantastic, but I want to take them up a level. And a big part of our academy is about not just enrollment, it's about graduation. And I think if we begin with the end in mind and make a much clearer message to our customers about the end goal, about the graduation ceremony, the dinner, the fact that our courses are CPD accredited, and it's a certified training program. It's not just one that we've made up. It's a real professional, signed off by the top governing body out there to say this is legit and it gets results for customers. And I want to make the customer experience better. And I think we should always, as business owners, be looking to improve the experience to our customers. And we should be looking to add more and more and more value. So me and my product development team are redesigning all of the literature, the brochures, the videos, the trailers, the structure of the day, and all that goes with that, and the 12-month journey to maximize potential and maximize results for customers. So I've developed this thing called the Customer Academy timeline. Then it almost creates a customer journey that's visual, that people can see over that 12-month period. So they understand what they're investing into and how much time and energy and effort and resource they get from Trade Mastermind. Also what their time commitment's going to be and what the structure of the whole of the 12-month academy looks like. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be a real game changer for our consultant team that bring new businesses in. It's going to be a game changer for our support team, so they've got clear steps to follow, and a game changer for the customer because they can get excited about the journey, they can get certified on all of the training modules as time goes on, and also they get to come to this new amazing black tie graduation dinner that I'm going to be running, and it's going to be a real fantastic evening that everybody's going to get access to that comes onto the academy. So a real game changer, and all of the existing customers that are on it right now, they won't know this yet. But they will be invited to the graduation dinner too, because there's not a graduation dinner right now, so I'm going to be introducing it. So it's going to be a free black tie dinner for them all to be part of and come and celebrate their success and their journey with the Trade Mastermind. I'm also doing a lot of development on year 2 and 3 right now because I want to make sure that we are looking beyond year 1 for our customers. And there is a natural line of progression at TM. It's Academy, then it's Millionaire Mastermind. And so there is 2 years of training and development that can be delivered here, but I want to look broader and I want to look longer, and I want to see how we can support businesses. And a big part of that is not just about running a training company, it's about having additional services that businesses need. And my vision for Trade Mastermind is to become a one-stop shop for trade and construction business owners. Now, one thing that's going really strong for us right now is TradePod. Yeah. We have launched this into the market, and what we're doing is effectively this for our trade business owners. We're getting their show graphics made, we're writing their formats, we're editing their shows, we're letting them come in and use our state-of-the-art recording facilities, and they get a production manager, they get a customer account manager, they get it all made, done, an editor, a videographer, the cameras, and we're building their brands and launching them into the marketplace. It's incredible stuff what's happening right now, and we're really excited about that. So yeah, lots of stuff happening. TradePod's going to be big. The academies are blowing up, and it's exciting times. And I'm thinking about launching a new 7-figure air source business builder. So that's coming very soon. Okay, let's go on to the next section, which is what's hot in the construction industry. Mental health. Let's talk about mental health, because I think this is something that we need to address. And, you know, running a business is hard. Being a man is hard, okay? We take a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility. We're providers, and we need to look after our businesses, our people, our families, and ourselves. We've got to look after ourselves. And more than 8 in 10, 82% of UK tradespeople experience mental health problems due to work. And, you know, listen, I've had a lot of mental health problems due to work. It's a tough old game. When anything's stressful and hard, it's a kick to the mental health. But the fact is, with a training program, with a support mechanism, with a mentor, a coach, a team, people to talk to, and that's what we provide, okay, almost indirect mental health services via our training and support programs. You know, you're up against it. You're always up against it because you're on your own. Business is lonely, and I don't want you, okay, to be lonely. I want you to share your problems with our team, our people, and me, because I've lived and breathed every one of your problems, and every day I get new problems at scale, and that's what business really is all about. But I have great people that I can vent, that I can speak to, that I can share time with, share experiences with, and we want to provide that to you too. Now, don't suffer in silence. Come and talk to us, let us know, reach out in the post, drop me a DM. Okay, maybe jump on a call. Okay, we'll drop out how you can contact us here, and you're going to dial in and come speak to us. Okay, and I will speak to you about your business challenges and so on and so forth. And come down to one of our discovery days. Okay, I know business is tough. I know it's hard. Okay, I know it hurts. And we set up business for freedom, for choice, for time, for money, not to create a trap and a prison that we stuck in. Yeah, feeling like we're forever coming up for a breath and then just getting dragged back down again. And if you're a small business, you're all by yourself, yeah? And we don't want you to be by yourself. We want you to be able to give you the tools, the techniques, the mindset, the network to be able to handle all of this stuff. So come down to a discovery day. Be part of one of our training days. Come and learn, yeah? Because sometimes you're causing the problems yourself without really knowing it, just because you haven't done the learning to build better systems and processes and people. And education is a constant evolving journey, and you've got to do it daily, in my opinion. I mean, the reason I am as good as I am is not because I wake up a badass, okay? I wake up a badass that's ready to train. And so without the education and the personal development, I can't improve. But I look to get 1% better every day. And that's the game. So hopefully that's been helpful. And, you know, we're here to support you. I know running a small business is tough. Running a big one is easier than running a small one, because you've got people, you've got help, you've got systems, you've got processes. And people see running a bigger business versus running a smaller business as more risk. It's just a game of zeros, my friends. Okay? Remember, business is just a game of zeros. If you fail on a small level, you may as well fail on a big level. Yeah? And so don't worry about the failure and worrying about the scale. Worry about dealing with all this pressure on your shoulders. Yeah? Because in business, a billionaire mentor of mine told me, if you want to scale up, Joseph, you've got to cut the cake, yeah? A big old cake, and you've got to slice it up, and you've got to serve out, okay, people a slice of the cake. And I've got 40 people, and they're all hungry, okay? And they've got mouths to feed. And they've all got rent, mortgages, kids, family, food, clothes, travel, fuel, okay, insurances, mobile phone contracts, okay, social lives, and they need finance, they need money. And if I have a business model, okay, that only sells little muffins, I can only share a muffin around so many times until it runs out. But if I got a big old wedding cake, I can cut the cake many times, and then I'm going to be able to feed the people. So sometimes your business model just won't be designed to scale. So what we've got to do is get your business model to a level where you've got big ticket, big margin. And you come to our discovery day, we will teach you how to get to big ticket, big margin operating models. Okay, let's lead on now to my favorite section of the show, Ask JV. This is where I get to address your real life challenges and answer your questions that you'll have either dialed in, sent in, emailed in, written in a comment, dropped in one of our communities, and so on. So first up, we have Anthony, and he says, Joseph, how's the best way to market and separate myself from the competition? Fantastic question. And the answer is, Anthony, brand. Brand is your unique identity. And in a world full of plumbers, builders, electricians, you need to become the A player, the game changer. But first, people have got to know you. They've got to stand out. You've got to stand out from the crowd. You've got to have a brand, something that you can get passionate about, something that you can get behind, something that you can invest in, something that's bigger than your name. And when you have a great brand, the simplest way to get ahead is to do what the competition will not do. And most of the construction sector currently aren't investing in themselves. They aren't leveling up their knowledge. They don't know about marketing. They don't know about what brand really is. And so you're one step ahead because you've asked the question. So if you build a great brand and if you get known, okay, then you will be able to blow the competition away. Because believe it or not, if you put me up against somebody else and people know me because I won the Apprentice, had Lord Sugar as a business partner, have achieved what I've achieved, I'm going to beat that person that's not been on TV, that didn't have Lord Sugar as a business partner, that isn't an award-winning entrepreneur, that isn't an author, okay, that didn't have best-selling podcasts, that hasn't been in Forbes. I'm going to smoke them. And so you've got to build your business in such a way that the competition are so far behind and your business and brand is so well recognized that people just pay because the brand, not because the service is any better, okay, because the brand is stronger or more well known. If I go to a coffee shop, I'm going to get a cup of coffee, whether it's from a local cafe or whether it's from a Starbucks. It's still coffee. And if it's got caffeine in it, it's going to do the job. I don't really buy coffee because of the taste. Better quality coffee does taste better, okay? But the fact is I'm buying coffee because I want a buzz. But if you go into Starbucks, you're going to pay £5 for a coffee. If you go into a local cafe, you're going to pay £1. The reason that Starbucks can charge 5 times the amount is not because the coffee is 5 times better. It's because their brand is well known. And that's the simple game to play in business. And that's why I do these podcasts. That's why I'm running UFB Unfinished Business. That's why I'm launching Trade Mastermind The Office. Because it's a game changer. Because I need to get known. I want eyeballs. I need eyeballs. I went on The Apprentice to get known. I didn't go to win a TV show. I went to get known, to get a mentor, to get cash flow. Hopefully that helps Anthony. All right, we got Kaz Electrical. He said, how do you segregate your time? I find it hard to scale when there is only one of you. I'm getting there, but wondered if you had tips on managing your work, home, training, education. Absolutely. We all have 24 hours in a day. The first thing you've got to do when you're building is maximize those hours, okay? You aren't going to build an empire off doing 9 hours a day. That's a fact. You aren't going to build an empire off doing 9 to 10 hours a day. Like it or not, in business to scale, balance goes out the window for quite some time. And if you're on your own, okay, and you try and balance, forget it. It's all in. But what most businesses don't do is they don't hire. So they go all in for ages and then they burn out because there's no exit. I go all in, but I go all in and I hire along the way. I'm all in, but I'm hiring. So I'm constantly taking away tasks and delegating plus taking on new ones. I'm taking away tasks and delegating and taking on new ones. So if I work 14 hours a day, I work 14 hours a day, but I also hire at pace. This business is going 3 years and I've got, 40 staff live. I've probably hired 100 plus to get to the 40 great ones, maybe more, okay? But the fact is, you've got to scale by putting in more hours and hiring people. That's it. Your size of your company would be in direct proportion to the amount of people that you've got. Hi, Joe. I'm a sole trader, electrician, making around 70K a year. How long does it take to go from that position to having a few employees making over 6 figures? Well, if you follow our blueprint with the right operating model, you can do that in 3 to 6 months. If you move to solar, it'll be quick. If you carry on doing what you're doing, you're not going to make it. You'll always make what you're making. You might be able to get it up a little bit, but most sole trader electricians follow a reactive maintenance installation model and it doesn't work. There's no business model there. It will create an income for an electrician, but it's never going to create a lot of money. And to get a lot of money, you've got to have the right operating model with the right product and service, because small ticket stuff doesn't pay. And if you listen to what I said earlier on the podcast, selling muffins is no good. We want to sell big old cakes. And right now in the solar sector, the electrical sector, solar's the big wedding cake, the big investment. And, you've got to upgrade your operating model. And if you're not already a customer, come to our next 7-figure solar business builder. Okay, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the show. Really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the channel. Go into the description. We've got assets in there. We've got discovery days. We've got links to our retreats. We've got Trade Pod. We've got all sorts that you can leverage, okay, within the summary of this show. I might even drop a copy of my book in there for those people that want to have a read of it. So take a look and make sure you do all of what I said, and I'll see you next week. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for listening to the Trade Mastermind Trade Secrets podcast. If you want to find out how Trade Mastermind can help you further, head to our website trademastermind.co.uk and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Stop.